A live look now at Vatican City. Sequestered cardinals are inside the Sistine Chapel at this hour, and the conclave to elect the next pope has just begun. A candidate needs 2/3 of the vote to be elected as pope. NewsNation's Robert Sherman back with us live from Vatican City. Robert, so much anticipation today as this sacred process begins in earnest. What are you hearing from people on the ground where you are?
Yes.
Yeah, Kelly, I mean, there was certainly a reaction here in St. Peter's Square when you saw a couple of significant moments there taking place. The order was given for everyone out, expelling all onlookers from inside the Sistine Chapel, and then the doors were sealed by the Swiss Guard. And when those moments happened, you heard applauses and cheers coming from St. Peter's Square. As we've been saying, Kelly, there has been this desire, this hunger for people on the ground here to participate in this historic monumental moment, one that does not come around very often here. People wanted to be a part of it. I mean, that's why we have met people who have come from quite literally across the globe, from Southeast Asia, from Africa, from the United States, South America, across Europe as well, in order to participate in all of this. And they want to know what the direction of the Catholic Church will be going forward. They're curious in order to see who the Catholic Church determines is best to lead it at this point. And that is a message that we've heard from the Church so far. It is all about finding the right person to lead the Church in this present time in global order. That's what people are waiting to see, what decisions are made in potentially the coming hours or coming days. Kelly?
You know, and Robert, we watched as just moments ago, cardinals lined up. They took their oath of secrecy. I know you had a little bit more insights into exactly what was said. Would you mind spelling that out for us?
Yeah, I mean, the big thing with that oath of secrecy, Kelly, is that each of the cardinals had to place their hand on the gospel, and they had to solemnly swear to not divulge any of the conversations or discussions that are taking place when it comes to this process of selecting who the next pope is going to be, unless they're given explicit permission from the Pope himself in order to divulge that information. And they take this very, very seriously. Those cardinals face the possibility of excommunication if they break that solemn oath to secrecy. And all of the lengths that the Vatican has gone to, cell phone jammers, for example, in order to ensure that no information that is exchanged or shared inside of the Sistine Chapel leaks out into the public. This is so critical to the way that this process is done, and they've gone to such lengths in order to ensure that security and that secrecy is maintained, Kelly.
Absolutely. And, you know, we're just hours away from smoke emerging now. What is the feeling like on the ground, Robert? I know you said it's been evolving in the hours leading up to these votes.
Yeah, I would say that there is a lot of added anticipation here, and there's a lot of conversations about what exactly the future of the Catholic Church should be, right? And who is best to lead the Catholic Church? We asked that question to some Americans who made the journey out here to Vatican City about what they would like to see. Take a listen for yourself.
So much division across the world in the U.S. right now, and hopefully it's somebody who's going to come in and literally extend the olive branch and start to tie people together.
World peace. World peace. I want the Pope that's revealed today to bring the world together for peace.
Peace, unity, bringing the Catholic Church together, bringing Christians together, bringing the world together. Those are the things, those are the tropes that we continue to hear from people on the ground here, especially when you look at the global order today, the situation in Ukraine, in Gaza, now India and Pakistan. That is the big focus for people here, Kelly.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.